On my previous video, I travelled up to the west coast of Scotland, jumped on a ferry and arrived in the magical island of Mull. We went out in search of otters and had some of the best otter encounters I've ever experienced. On this video, we travel out in search of the largest eagle in Europe, the white-tailed eagle. We also witness one of the rarest marine feeding frenzies in recent Mull history.
Oh my god, this is insane. We've got gannets diving in round us, left, right and centre. There's dolphins coming out the water next to the boat. There's whales swimming around us. It is absolutely insane. Oh, gannets just dived in the water right next to us. Good morning. Well, we have arrived at the Ulver ferry point and we're just about to go on Mull Charters. I haven't had a chance to record as of yet until now because I was up early this morning. I've prepped a curry that's in the slow cooker, got all the breakfast done for the guys. We've loaded up and got out of here, but I'm really excited because we usually go out around 10 o'clock, but this morning, because we've privately chartered the boat, we're going out at 8 o'clock and for me that means incredible light, and driving here, I mean, I'll put a video up now. Driving here, the light is sensational, so I'm really looking forward to that. This never does it justice because it always makes it brighter than it looks, but yeah, it's going to be sensational. These lot are absolutely buzzing. Well, that didn't take long at all. We've just had our first white-tailed eagle and it was a male, unringed, so we don't know a lot about it, or Alex doesn't know a lot about it, but it come in and it literally dived in so quick, but I managed to get some images. I'll put them up now. So I've managed to get some images of the first white-tailed eagle. If we get chance of another one coming in, I'm gonna try and film it. Now, I've got two setups today. I've got a 400 2.8 which I've just used for photography, but I've got a 70 to 200 with a 1.4 teleconverter on. So I'm going to try that now. It'll give me a little bit more flexibility when it comes to videoing them. Okay, we have another white-tailed eagle, and this is a female. It's literally come over to us and had a look, but then all of a sudden it's just changed direction and shot off into another direction. This could be because there's another bird in the area and she's trying to drive it away from her territory.
Whilst on the island, I was able to record an episode of the WildX Podcast where we spoke to Dave Sexton. He talks about the RSPB, the conservation efforts they're doing, and the reintroduction programme of this amazing species, the white-tailed eagle. He also talks about the incredible work Mull Charters do to help this amazing species. You can check out this podcast on any podcasting platform.
So we've just had a lovely white-tailed eagle come low across the water to us, and what is really interesting, that was a male, and that is the oldest white-tailed eagle in the UK at 32 years old, so it's an incredible age for a bird, you know, an amazing bird like that. But yeah, how interesting, and yeah, lovely to get it with these cliffs in the background as well. Right, so this is where the first eagle come in, and it's got sky, 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 and what I always look for is, if I scroll forward now, is as it starts to hit with a bit of land in the background. Now for me, that shot there where you've got sky, water and land, I'll zoom in, look at that. Oh, that is pin sharp as well, and that for me is my favourite shot of the trip.
Wow, what an incredible first day out on Mull Charters. But it was time to head back on home, get something to eat and get ready for a new day. Two days later, we were heading back to the Ulva ferry point to get back onto Mull Charters, but this time we were going on an evening sail. What we didn't realise at this point is that we was about to witness something very, very special.
So we're off back out on the Lady Jane again, and this time we've got a really nice evening slot, so we're going out at 3 o'clock till 6, so we're hoping to get some of that beautiful evening light. And we've had a great start to the trip. Within a few minutes of leaving the harbour, we've had a male hen harrier follow us, which was really nice. It was a little bit distant, but lovely to see all the same. And if that's not a good sign, then I don't know what is. Right, this is quite exciting. We just spotted out at sea lots and lots of gannets diving into the water. There's a load of activity, things coming out the water. So hopefully there could be dolphins, maybe whales, and a load of seabirds like gannets diving into the water, and that could be really, really exciting. So just to build the excitement, one of the other people on the boats has radioed through to say there's about 4 or 5 whales over where all the gannets and the kittiwakes and everything's diving in the water. So this could be really, really exciting. We're heading over there now. Oh my God, this is insane. We've got gannets diving in round us, left, right and centre. There's dolphins coming out the water next to the boat. There's whales swimming around us. It is absolutely insane. Oh, gannets just dived in the water right next to us. You know, this is as good as Minke whale watching gets, and to have so many feeding around the boat. Not just that, just all the action and watching where obviously the food sources and seeing all the gannets dive in, and then the dolphins come up and you're just, you know, waiting and hoping to see that nice, oh guys, I've just said that and the dolphins just come flying out the water right in front of me. But yeah, and then all of a sudden, this big whale just appears out of the water. Oh, this is magical, and this is why we do it.
Absolutely triple lifetime, I can't tell you. It's incredible. Talk about the island that keeps giving. Oh my days.
And Chris has just nailed a shot as well. Unbelievable.
Wow. Can't quite put into words what we just witnessed. The area must just be full of sprat, and everywhere you looked there was dolphins flying out the water, there was cormorants, there was shag, there was every type of seabird just diving into the water, and there was dolphins flying out the water, tail flipping, and then obviously the minke whales. There's probably about 4 or 5 of them, and with them breaching, I mean, that was just a very, very, very special moment that I'll probably never ever witness ever again. And absolutely incredible. Wow.
You'll never.
Sailing back to port, I just had to pinch myself. I couldn't believe what we'd just witnessed. And just to top things off, we was treated to a beautiful sunset.
So we have got a glorious morning this morning, and we're back out on the Lady Jane with Mull Charters. The conditions are perfect. It's bright, we've got a bit of cloud cover, water's really still, and the wind direction's in the right direction. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. So yeah, we're just getting all our stuff ready, and it won't be long, and hopefully we'll be on some eagles, and yeah, I can't wait.
A small team of visionaries set out an extraordinary mission to bring back Britain's lost giant, the white-tailed eagle. Leading the charge was Roy Dennis, a young conservationist with a belief that extinction didn't have to be forever. Alongside him, the late John Love, the man who would spend a decade caring for each eaglet as they found their freedom again in the Scottish skies. Working hand in hand with Norwegian scientists, they carefully transported chicks from the fjords of Norway to the rugged cliffs of Rum, where after more than 60 years of absence, the wings of the sea eagle beat over Britain once more. Backed by the Nature Conservancy Council, the RSPB and countless volunteers, their efforts sparked one of the greatest conservation success stories in the UK. Today, 50 years on, the descendants of those first birds soar over the Highlands, the Hebrides, and beyond, a living symbol of hope, perseverance, and the wild spirit of our islands.
Wow, that was incredible. We just had a juvenile bird come over, and it was looking at the fish in the water, and it was about to dive in. Then all of a sudden, an adult bird come flying over and literally clashed in the air, and I managed to cop it all in slow motion. Check this out. So we've just had another juvenile come in, and you'll see that the feather detail is totally different, and they don't get their full adult plumage until they're about 5 or 6 years old. So yeah, that does sometimes change. Sometimes they get it a little bit earlier, but as a rule, around about 5 years old before they get that white tail. And the older the bird gets, then they get a more creamier head. But yeah, I mean, we have had a lot of visits on this trip, and got some amazing footage and some lovely images. Weather's perfect. Look, we've got a little bit of cloud cover, and it's nice and calm, so the boat's relatively still. So yeah, I think we might be done on this trip. Got one more trip left at the end of the tour, and yeah, I'm loving this. I could do this every day. Wow, what an incredible trip. And in all the excitement, I forgot to do an outro for this video. So I'm back home now, back in my studio. So I thought I'd do a quick outro. I wanted to say a massive thank you to everyone that joined myself and Apex Adventures this year. I had 3 fantastic groups. They got amazing images, they had incredible encounters. And these last 2 videos, I've only really captured a snippet of it. But what I will say is they've all made friends, they're meeting up outside of this trip, and they've created some long lasting memories, which is what it's all about. If you are interested in coming along, then head on over to our website. It's apex-adventures.co.uk. I also wanted to give Simon Owen a big thank you, because he's partnering up with us, and he's a professional filmmaker, and he's capturing some incredible bits of footage to help us with our advertising. And finally, I wanted to say a massive thank you to Alex and Blair of Mull Charters, who really did sort of like go out their way to make us have some of the best white-tailed eagle encounters I've ever had. Right then guys, I'm going to put some images up now, so don't leave just yet. Check these out. These are some of the images that I got whilst I was on the island for the last couple of weeks, so hope you enjoy them. If you have enjoyed the video, please could you give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. It really helps push this channel out, and yeah, I appreciate every single comment. I read them all, I try and respond to all of them. So yeah, massive thanks to you guys. I'm loving this journey, and you guys with your comments really make it all worthwhile. Thanks guys, stay safe, and I'll see you out there on the next one.